Who loves a lowie? This lowie is grown from a leaf from, you can see the date, the leaf was plucked from an inflorescence. That means it's from a flower stalk. And now it took almost a year because it's now April. So 11 months before it got to this stage. Okay, so now I also have problems with this one because I'm going to show you the other siblings of this one. So this one is the brunt, I would call it, the slowest of the lot. I'll show you the other ones. Good morning, my lovelies. I don't know if, okay, I'm capturing this, but look at my hair. It looks like I feel like the House of Dragon. I feel like a Targaryen. Okay, is that coming back? I don't know when that's coming back. We are here to talk about the lowie. Well, first of all, where did I put it? I forgot now. Today, I'm trying to not go over this area because I've got a few plant haul I want to show you, but it just ruins the surprise. But so this one I already done a plant haul of the Letitia, and look how beautiful Letitia is. Okay, put that one down. Now, look, we'll take this out. And this, someone said that, commented, can't remember all of this, I'm an old woman, so please excuse me. This one is from a local hardware store. This is like a mini greenhouse, and apparently they tend to fall apart. And when I bought this, I figured that it would be because this middle part here is just all plastic, and it's just, you know, sort of, even now you can see it's sort of moving, but I already secured it next to this other one here. So you can see I tied a wire on that side there to this other stable, more stable one. And of course, I've got a lot of plants in here. You can see that's a lot of pots and everything. I just won't show you close up of what they are, but anyway, so I reinforced it by putting this rod. This is a shelf rod that's just left over lying around in the house, so one can use anything basically that you've got, or you can buy a new one, but they don't cost that much anyway. But I tied a wire, and that wire is like a 21 gauge, I think, or 20 gauge wire over there, and all the way down to the bottom. So now if we go have a look at the bottom, you can see that I put some block of timber, block of wood, hang on, and that packer, the plastic one, and you can see that that metal rod goes all the way down to the concrete. Now we're gonna move this out. So every section I tied, so just to give you an idea, because if you buy the shelf, it's gonna fall apart on you. I promise you it will if you put a lot of plants or heavy things in it. And you can't, hang on, this one is falling down now. Come back here. Okay, there you go. That is, well, white dew. Look, beautiful. It was more colorful before, and now I put it over here because I just repotted it. And when I repotted it, I had it growing, oh well, I left it indoors for a good week. And so they started going green and opening up because it was more compact before. And so I can't expose it to the sun directly. I'm just acclimatizing it again. So now, right now, there's forecasts. So 13th of April, 2023, and there's forecast of storm on the other side of Australia, the other side where we are, but we're still gonna get some rain and cloudy, stormy weather. Anyway, oh, this one, I'll show you this one. I'm gonna get back to you with the lowie. But anyway, this one, I bought these bumps, no name, from my local hardware store. And when I bought it, about, I don't know, a week later, it started showing powdery mildew. So this is probably the last plant I bought from my hardware store, and you can see those marks there. So I sprayed it with my ant spray and left it somewhere else. I separated it, and so you can see those marks, all of that black spots, that's from the powdery mildew. I sprayed it and dried out in the sun, and you can see the soil is probably a little bit on the dry side. and I haven't watered it since I repotted it. And so after spraying with my ant spray, so link below this video for the ant spray if you're interested. Now I use it for mealybug, I use it for aphids, and I use it for powdery mildew, and it works. So now this is now drying here for a few days, and it's now come good. And the center doesn't have any new growth, doesn't have any powdery mildew. So now let's get back to the Letitia here. That Letitia is just so beautiful with this gorgeous yellow deer pot, isn't it? That just complements it nicely. The green and the little Bambi here. I think it's a beautiful plant. And it suited this beautiful pot, or should I say equally beautiful pot. And then once this all goes orangey, it will be the same color as those cherry blossom, I would say. That's on that one. So this is a big pot of different succulents, and in the center there is a champagne or purple snow champagne that I have to remove because it started rotting because of too much rain. And you can see it rained last night and still's got pooling water for the Mont Blanc. And my amazing Grace, look at that. What's so amazing about you? Nothing, because you're rotting and you got to remove the rot straight away. It broke off, but I have to get a closer look on that one. So because that's gonna rot it's not gonna kill the plant because it's been here for a while and it's already old and well older now, but still I have to remove that yellowing there, and then another yellowing on this side here. You gotta take that off because it's gonna kill the plant. It's gonna eat. Hang on, can't help myself. Yes, you have to make sure. Oh, I got the other one. See, so make sure that you remove them, or else, okay, just shake on the side like so. Come on, it broke off again. You can see that's been already marred by something. Okay, I'm gonna, this is no good. There you go, I'm happy now. I am really loving this area here because every time I come out here, I just have to stop and look at this corner. It's looking so nice, but the plants that I've got here for now are just temporary. I still have to move them because these Aeoniums, oh, look at that one. Ah, beautiful, nice and big. That's actually Zeus, Aeonium Zeus. It goes, you can see from the edge, it's gonna grow big, that one. And also my black King Kong here. This is ready from my old plant haul. And Rolly. This is Roly Poly here, Echeveria Laui. This actually I grown this one from a variegated leaf, and it lost its variegation, so they're not variegated anymore. It's reverted, but isn't that cute? Look how nice and yummy that looks. It's so delicious. Look at those, especially the little ones. I like the little ones. It's so cute. In there, I put this big pot. Okay, let's remove this so you can see better. Look at that. Hang on. Ah, heavy. Now, this big pot of Aeonium is when I did a cutting from my pink witch, which is that one there, and then that one is sunburst. That's one of my last sunbursts that I beheaded, my mother plant, and this is the second last of my crested sunburst because the big one got hit by the frost and died, so that's just left over, and I'm still able to salvage it, and now it's growing. And all different Aeoniums that are growing here. Some of them are actually, this one are kiwi, but it's not coloring because it's in the shade. And then that one there is, I think, Aeonium with cross Haworthiopsis or something like that. Anyway, you can see also I put that sticky paper for that one there. That's to stop the fungus gnats that's in the soil, because I can't seem to get away from the fungus gnats. Before, when we had drought, I used to put my soil, after opening the bag, I put it on my wheelbarrow and it gets sunned up. So it's been sitting in the sun for a few days before I use it. And that sort of kills any pathogens and bad stuff that's in the soil. But since we've been having lots and lots and lots of rain, plus I'm busy, plus life goes on, we seem to have visitors every second day, and And the days that we don't have visitors it's raining. So I can't work in the garden. I can't do anything. I have to do a lot of my work indoors or in the garage. And what happens when that happens is that a lot of things doesn't get done properly. So you just have to make do with what you've got. And look at this beautiful fortune star. Oh, I love this plant. So anything that sort of tickles my heart, I put it here. And of course, my star soul. It was one cluster before. If you've seen my plant haul video from Succulents per more, hang on, let's go. I decided to just put them in this bowl here because I want them to grow. And look, one of them's already got a root. Can you see that one there? Next to see the root sticking out. Can you see that? Oh, so hopefully I'm gonna get lots of babies from it. But I'll take you to the mother plant that sort of stops my heart. Hang on. Ta-da! Isn't that beautiful? And look at your babies. Not your baby. I don't know if you belong to them, but anyway, they're beautiful. Look at all of them. So I'm gonna have a lot of soul. Not just any soul, it's star soul. I thought I just want to share with you this beautiful nest before I put my star soul back. Look, hang on. It's got leaves from above. My crispate beauty. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't the pot suit it? What do you think of that pot? Beautiful crispate beauty. Look, it's just sort of cold and I don't know. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. Look at that. Ah, love it, love it, love it. The color of the plant and the pot combination. Since I promised someone in the comment section that I'm going to show them not potting up, the potted plants of a recent plant haul from Succulents per more. This is the rainbow cactus. Now, the rainbow cactus is in this. Some would say it's a bit boring. Well, the reason why is this pot is really, really heavy. So it's a cement or concrete, I think, but it's quite thick. And the plant itself, if I put it in a lighter pot, it's gonna topple over. And also you can see that because I haven't watered it yet, and this has been potted up for about a week, and so I need to let this grow some roots. Look at that, beautiful, big, and look at the little boy. And the big boy and the little boy over here, I think to me, they look like boys to me, beautiful boys. Anyway, so that one has already been with me for a few months, and then that one is just new. The roots need to get established, and we're already in autumn. And so I have to let it grow roots naturally. I can't even afford to water it. I will water the edges, so it drops a couple of spots like here and there, or else it's gonna rot in winter unless I bring it indoors and put it under the grow light, which I might still do. But for now, it's growing out here, and it's okay, because I can't tell until about a month later whether it's gonna die on me or not. But anyway, let's continue with our lowie. So this teeny weeny lowie that's almost a year old is the smallest of the leaves that I grew from. Hang on, I'll put that one over here. 1, 2, 3, those 3 are all grown from leaves. This big one here, and one of them is the mummy. 1, 2, 3 are from cuttings from the mummy, and that's the mummy probably. It just stressed itself out, and actually there's 2 mummies in a pot, and that's one of the mummies I put there. And those are all cuttings, propagation, and I can see a little bit of nasty things in here growing. See, look at that. And this is a lowie. I can't touch it, so I have to get a twist. I don't want to. I think it's the leaves. It's got some fungus or something growing in it because it's cooped up over here, and I need to bring that out. So they're quite frost hardy, but I don't want it to get damaged with the sun. The UV index was actually quite high this summer, so it might only be like 29 degrees, but some of the plants actually sort of suffered some sunburn because of that. And look at you, says Star. You are so beautiful now. Look how big you are. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It is a star. And look at the pot. I have to face it the other way. Oh, no, no, this is... I thought it had a big flower, but it's not. One of those plain ones like that, because it doesn't need a pretty pot. It only needs any pot because it's already beautiful as it is. Now, so now back to my Laui. I kept forgetting what I'm supposed to do with this one. So this one is in this cat litter soil mix that I put in. So it's a little bit too dry for it, and it's just struggling. Okay, it's already come out. See, the roots just doesn't seem to get established. So what I'm going to do with this one is I am going to put it, not with the lot there, I'm going to separate it. I'll put it over here, which has got a lot of soil. This is actually the latest soil that's been killing some of my plants. And I'm gonna put a Laui in there. There's a reason for it. It's got a lot of composted matter, I think, so I'm not gonna mention the brand name, but it's been killing a lot of my plants, but the babies loves it. So any new growth or propagation, leaf propagation especially, even seeds, if you got seeds that sort of sprouted already, give them lots of water, give them lots of nutrients. And this lot here, a friend of mine came here. Hello, Jem. This is, she said, oh my God, the pot is so big, aren't they gonna die? I said, no, they love it. So, because babies love a lot of water. It's only the old ones, once they get to a certain stage that say they're about an inch big, so not like that one, because it depends on the plant as well. Some are a bit fussy and some aren't. So say for example, this Parks Pup Candy would love that sort of type of soil that's sort of wet. If you have a champagne, or in this case, hang on, I'll just take the label and put it back over here. So label is very important always. Okay, we'll do that one over there because look, inflorescence. Okay, you can stay there. Now this one, I can use this to put another plant, but the soil, yes. So this is one of my Monroe hybrid that I got from my latest plant haul. There was 3 of them. That was the biggest one, and the pot is so tiny that I thought I won't use my advanced soil mix. I'll use that ordinary new soil mix that I'm not gonna mention now. Anyway, this is the second one that's about to die as well. Look, it's rotting on the side there because we had rain. So because the Monroe, hang on, I'll just remove that. Okay, see, that's translucent, and even that one there, that looks like it's gonna die as well. But that's the thing with plants and pot and soil. It all depends. It's not a one pot mix for every succulent, because there's thousands of different succulents, even succulents with the same genus, same, for example, Echeveria. I'm gonna even, so even the Echeveria, they have preference. And hang on, the Stasol, that's another very expensive plant that I bought recently on the cheap, because I wasn't prepared to pay like 160 for a small plant like that one head there. Anyway, this is a crested, so I got a 2 crested one, but one of them has got that beautiful head. But anywho, oh, look, that's the pot I potted the Romeo hybrid. And where's the Celestia? There, Celestia is in a pot where I use my Beyonce. The first Beyonce I've got was planted in that pot. It didn't last very long because it outgrew the pot. Now the Celestia is the one living in it. Now anyway guys, that's all I've got for this video. I have to, hang on, beautiful, look at this. What are you? Noble, I think, Echeveria Noble. But since we had rain and now it dried up, I need to pot up some beautiful, oh my goodness. Look at the snow bunny. Oh, aren't you gorgeous? Oh my goodness, look how gorgeous they are. They're not mine. I bought them from my local hardware store. They do have some good plants, and I think I only paid $10 for them, but this is like a year ago. I haven't changed the soil. I left the soil to let it rot, to do whatever it wants to do, because I already got heaps of snow bunny, but this one just somehow looks different. They actually turned out to be a compact form of Echeveria Snow Bunny. Aren't they beautiful? Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for this video. Thanks so much for watching and hope to see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Batten down the hatches for those ones living in Western Australia. The storm is coming. I just have to share this because I think the pot and this plant just looks absolutely divine together. So this is now the just newly wetted from the rain hot flushes. Well, I call this, instead of hot flush, it's like hot flushes this, because this is a no name. Look at that beautiful pot and equally beautiful plants. Look at that, they're gorgeous. Soft as candy. I feel like eating you, like cotton candy.